Hey, Molly, when are you planning to come back? The chores are piling up without you here. Your mom's been unwell and just stays in bed all day. Can you come back soon and help clean up the house? Sorry for the trouble, Elena. I won't be able to come back for a while as I'm abroad for work. Geez, you're still overseas? Must be nice to travel when it's not even summer vacation time. Instead of leaving your family behind and gallivanting around, why don't you come back home already? I've already explained this several times. I'm not on vacation. I'm on a business trip. It's work, so it's not like I can make up my own schedule. Don't lie to me. I heard from Flynn that you're only a high school grad. Yeah, that's true. I doubt that someone at the bottom of the academic ladder like you is going on an overseas business trip. The bottom? Flynn's successful and graduated from a top-notch university. I wonder why there's a huge difference, even though you guys are siblings. Yeah, he always aced school. I was more towards the lower end. But grades aren't everything, you know. I don't care what you think of me. There are many people, whether high school grads or not, excelling in society. It's not fair to judge solely based on education. You're so naive. No matter what you say, those with higher education get preferential treatment in society. They get better salaries too. You should at least have a college degree. I see. You also have a degree, right? But you've never worked and have been a homemaker. So I question if education is really that necessary. How dare you? Are you trying to belittle homemakers? It's a respectable job, you know. That's definitely not my intention. I'm just saying it's wrong to look down on people based on education. Huh! Acting all high and mighty just because you have a job with only a high school diploma? Anyway, we're doing you a favor by letting you stay here. So, it'd be nice if you could at least help with cleaning the house. Vacuuming is a pain, especially with so many rooms. That's my family home, so I'm not exactly freeloading there. You and Flynn moved in later, remember? Isn't it normal for the eldest son and his wife to live in the family home? Technically, as a single daughter, you should have moved out. Why should I have to leave my own house? Your house? Living here like a parasite and having the nerve to talk back? No, I work and contribute financially, so I'm not a parasite. Ugh, you're so irritating. It's parasitic to be single and still live at home. Whatever. Whether it's work or whatever, just wrap it up and hurry back. You've missed out on chores, so you'll have to do a lot when you get back.
Hey, I heard from Elena. You've been dissing her, right?
Huh? What are you talking about all of a sudden?
Quit playing dumb. She just called me all mad. You acted condescendingly for someone with a low education. Saying stuff like housewives are useless to society and college degrees are pointless. It sounded like you belittled her big time.
No way. I didn't say any of that. She's twisting my words significantly. I mean, she's the one who's been disrespecting me from the start.
It's so troublesome when she gets upset, you know. I end up taking the heat because of you. Please, stop picking fights with her.
I don't remember doing such a thing.
By the way, you'll be back by tomorrow, right?
Huh? What's wrong with you two? I'm on a business trip, so there's no way.
Quit lying. You're just pretending to be on a business trip while having a good time.
That's not true.
Elena's been struggling to take care of Mom and doing household chores all alone. Just come back already.
I explained this to her earlier, but I can't come back home for a while. She's a homemaker and not working, so she should be able to handle the house, right? Besides, Mom's just a little disabled, but can manage most things herself. She's not that dependent.
Are you trying to rebel against me?
What the?
I'm the eldest son, you know.
You've always been obsessed with that. Seriously? Why are you clinging to outdated values? Being the eldest doesn't make you superior nowadays. Mom and Dad never gave you special treatment, right?
Compared to you, with your low education and no marriage, I'm definitely the superior one. Just be grateful you get to live in this house.
Geez, you've been saying the same things as Elena. What's wrong with living in my family home? You guys rolled in there later, remember? Plus, when you guys got married, you were dead set against living with our parents. You said Elena wouldn't like it, and yet you just suddenly moved in without any heads up. You know, it was such a hassle getting everything ready for you guys.
There's no point in talking about that now. Our old apartment was falling apart from age, and the owner forced us to move out.
Then you could have easily found a new place. Elena didn't want to live together, right?
Things happened suddenly, and I had no choice but to come back here.
Uh-huh. I didn't know an eviction notice would come out so abruptly.
That was quite a surprise for me too.
Anyway, living with us was just until you found another place, right? So why are you acting like you're in charge?
That's because I'm the eldest son. Now that Dad's gone, it's me who's supposed to inherit this house.
Inherit? But you made a promise and can't stay there forever, you know?
Ha! Like I'm gonna listen to you. I got the chance to live here again. Why would I go through the hassle of renting a cramped apartment now? This house is gonna be mine.
Yeah, right. It's not going to be yours. You have to leave just as you agreed upon.
Stop making a fuss. If you're adamant about not coming back soon, I'll just kick you out forcibly.
What do you mean?
That's a surprise for after you're kicked out.
Hold on. What are you planning to do?
I'm planning some harsh punishment for my arrogant sister. Remember that.
Hi, Molly. You're still abroad, right? Yeah, I should be back in about a week. I hate to ask, but can you take care of things at home a little longer? You know what? You don't need to come back. But you were asking me to hurry back the other day. What's going on? I have big news. Ready? I threw away all your stuff. Excuse me? You lie about being on a business trip and push housework on me. You're nothing but a nuisance. So after talking to Flynn, we decided to kick you out. You won't have a place or belongings when you come back. Find somewhere else to live when you return. Wait, did you just enter my room without permission? Of course! Why wouldn't I? Since Flynn is the head of this house, I, as his wife, have every right to enter rooms. He's not the head. Besides, I locked my room. We broke that. We got rid of everything. The bed, dresser, even everything in the closet. Oh. It's a shame, by the way. About what? Being a high school grad means being poor, huh? I thought about selling stuff to a recycling place if it looked promising. But all your furniture was in shambles, and your clothes were cheap and worn out. Not a single branded item. Everything looked like trash, so I threw it all away. Unbelievable. You tried to sell off my personal belongings. But thank you, Elena. Huh? I didn't even need to ask, and you just did it for me. If I knew, I wouldn't have locked the door. It must have been a hassle breaking it. What are you saying? Now I don't have to come back. Great. What do you mean? You mentioned my belongings were like trash, but they actually were. Everything left in my room was planned to be thrown away later. So, nothing was necessary? Right. I've already moved everything else to a storage unit. For what? Because I'm moving. You're moving? Yeah. But then I suddenly got a business trip, so I was contemplating when to clean up the room. There's still some procedures left and Mom to consider, so I have to return at some point. But because you threw everything away, I won't have to rush back. Thanks a lot. What the heck? You made me do extra work. You were planning to move? Why didn't you say it earlier? Wait, I've mentioned it several times before. You guys are prepared too, right? Why would we? I've explained before that you can only live there for a limited time. Didn't you listen? Hold on. What do you mean? That house is a rental, and the lease is ending soon. A rental? Didn't you know? It's a rented property. I thought your parents bought it. But since you've lived here for so long, you could just renew the lease, right? Nope, it's not possible. There's a new tenant lined up. We need to clear out everything in the house before the move-out date. Wait, don't just rush things. This house was rented by your late father, right? You don't have the right to terminate the lease. Since he passed away, I've transferred the lease under my name. I'm the current leaseholder. So we won't be able to live there soon. You guys need to start preparing to move. Oh my God. What about your mom? Will she leave too? Of course. She's aware and has been packing her stuff in her room. Come to think of it, her room seems to be getting quite organized lately. It's just you and Flynn taking it easy. Please make sure to sort out your stuff before the move-out date. Hold on. This is all too sudden. I can't keep up. I did mention before that we couldn't stay there for long. But I didn't know we'd really have to move out. Hey, is it possible to cancel the termination? Nope. Oh, darn it. Well then, I gotta go back to work now.
Molly, are you serious about not renewing the lease?
Oh, you already heard from Elena, huh?
What have you done without consulting me?
The decision was made before you moved in. Besides, the lease is under my name, so I have the right to handle the procedures.
Darn it. What was Dad thinking? Disregarding me and making you the leaseholder?
When he passed away, you were living elsewhere, so obviously it came to me. I did mention the lease was ending soon, and we could only reside for a little while when you guys moved in.
You didn't say you were canceling the lease?
I didn't think it was necessary. You said yourself that you'd only stay for a month at most and leave once you found a new place.
I never imagined you'd proceed with the termination. It's our family home, and I intend to keep living here.
I'm speechless. But the next tenant is already set. You guys need to move out soon.
Hold on. Where are you going after you move out?
I've signed a lease for a new apartment.
And what about Mom? Are you planning to abandon her?
Of course not. I found an accessible apartment near my workplace, so we're moving there.
I see. Then we'll move in with you guys.
What? Find your own place.
Unfortunately, that's not possible.
Why not?
We don't have the money.
What the heck?
Actually, the reason we were asked to vacate the previous apartment wasn't due to the building's aging. We couldn't afford the rent.
Well, I suspected something fishy. Your apartment looked quite nice, and the aging excuse sounded shady. But you have a good job at a big company and are earning a good income. How could you fail to pay the rent?
I kinda got stuck in a situation. The rent was just too high for me to afford.
Then why didn't you find a more affordable place from the start? There were plenty of options like moving to a cheaper place, right?
Elena thought that marrying me, a top university graduate, working for a big company would mean living a high life in a luxury apartment. I couldn't betray her expectations right after our marriage.
Ah, I see. You were trying to show the bright side to your wife and ended up pushing beyond your means.
But even though it's a big company, I'm still just a regular employee, so I don't get that much salary. Honestly, the bosses have no clue, not giving enough recognition to someone as talented as me.
Oh, really?
Even in such a situation, Elena keeps asking for new handbags, wanting to travel and stuff. Now, my savings are totally gone. I've maxed out my credit cards and am in debt too.
Wow, you're in debt?
She used my card to shop like crazy. Well, I did buy some things too, like watches and shoes.
Sounds like both of you are quite into showing off.
So, if you're moving, we'll move in with you. I'll start packing right away. Just tell me where the new place is.
No way.
Why not?
It's the apartment rented for Mom and me. It'll be cramped with you guys around.
Come on, deal with it. You're so cocky for someone with a low education. Well, you got lucky and promoted by chance. I know you're getting more salary than me. We're family, so you should help out your struggling brother and his wife.
No, it's your own fault for slacking off due to your pride in your education.
How dare you say that?
Sure, you went to a good university and landed a great job. But then, you just slacked off and didn't take work seriously, right? Even if you graduate from a top university, you won't get recognized without showing results. It's obvious that you can't get promoted or a raise, isn't it? I may only have a diploma, but I worked hard and even got qualifications. I'm entrusted to go on overseas business trips now. You belittled me and tried to kick me out of the house before. But now, you want to rely on me just because we're family?
Then lend me money.
What?
I'll rent an apartment. Give me the money for moving.
Why do I have to do that?
There's no one else I can rely on, so you'll have to help me. Dad's gone, and Mom's only income is her pension. You're single and financially stable. You can easily manage such a small amount as to rent an apartment, right?
Why not ask Elena to work then?
Don't be ridiculous. She's never worked since graduating from college.
Even if she can't find a full-time job, she could work part-time, right?
As if I could tell her to go and work now. That's embarrassing.
You're still putting on airs at a time like this? Your debt is because of her selfishness. Of course she has to work.
Please, I'll apologize for everything we've done so far. Just help us out. Let us stay in your apartment for a little while, okay?
I'm tired of hearing that request.
We'll leave as soon as we find a new place.
I'm tired of hearing that too.
Molly, please.
Figure something out on your own.
Wait. Molly, don't abandon us.
Flynn and Elena had no money to rent even a rundown apartment and ended up pleading to stay with her family. However, due to her selfish nature, she had a history of not getting along with her parents. They were soon kicked out of the house and ended up sleeping in the park. To make ends meet, she finally started working, but having only been a housewife, she struggled to adapt to a work environment. She constantly upset her bosses and was never able to keep a job. They're still repaying debts and living a financially strained life on just Flynn's salary now. Meanwhile, I moved into a new apartment near my workplace with my mom, enjoying a peaceful life. Work has been going well, and I'm about to be promoted to department manager. Perhaps being free from the stress of Flynn and Elena, my mother's health has improved lately. She's helping me out a lot with housework. Now that I've saved up some money, I plan to take her on an overseas trip rather than going on a business trip.
Hey Emma, do you have a minute? I need to talk to you about something. What is it, Mia? What do you need to talk about? You said that you worked at a law firm, right? Yes, I'm a lawyer secretary. Is anything wrong? Is your lawyer strong at divorce cases? My lawyer doesn't specify in divorce cases, but I can tell you someone who does. Is someone around you getting divorced? It's not someone I know. I'm the one actually getting a divorce. What? You and Jack? You gotta be kidding me. It's true. I'm looking for a lawyer who is strong in divorce cases, and I remember that you worked at a law firm. So I was hoping you could introduce me to someone. Are you kidding me? You guys are seriously getting divorced? You guys have been dating since high school. You guys look so perfect together. What happened? Stuff happened. We had a huge fight and we haven't been able to make up. I see. It seems complicated, but I guess there's nothing you can do. I'll ask my lawyer and see whom I can introduce to you. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Like about property division and such? I'll tell them what you want to know if you tell me in advance. Oh, then I have something I want to ask. I want to know about alimony. Alimony? Did Jack do something to you? Did he cheat on you? I can't believe it. That's not really the case. I'm the one who cheated. What? Seriously? It's true. He found out yesterday and we got into a huge fight resulting in a divorce. You must be kidding me. So, do you want to know about reducing the alimony? Yes. What I want to know most about is alimony. How much is the alimony reduced for cheating? What do you mean by will be reduced? Isn't it good enough for a reduced amount? I mean, you have to know what Jack wants though too. Why do you sound sad about being reduced? Because if it's reduced, I'm gonna have a hard time living after the divorce. It's always better to have money. I'm going to marry my current boyfriend after the divorce. I thought maybe the money will be reduced since the reason of divorce is an affair. I'm a part-timer, so I don't want them to cut back too much. Wait, what are you talking about? I don't understand what you mean. Do you think that you're the one that's going to get the alimony? Of course, the woman always gets alimony. But I thought the amount might be reduced because I cheated on him. Are you kidding now? The person who cheated has to pay the alimony, which is you, Mia. What? Woman pays alimony too? So we're getting divorced and the amount of alimony is going to be reduced from what he's going to pay me? Like, reduce it from what he's going to pay me? No, that's not it. Jack doesn't have to pay you alimony. It doesn't matter if you are a man or a woman. What? I can't get alimony? Are you saying that it's not like that professionally? Usually the woman gets the alimony, right? I'm not talking about it being professional or not. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know every detail. However, it's common sense that the person who cheated has to pay alimony to the other person. Why do you think you're going to get the alimony when you're the one who's cheated? You're being very greedy. What? I didn't know I was the one that had to pay. Is it possible for me to not get a divorce at this point? Usually the one who's at fault doesn't really have a right to say and decide. I'm guessing Jack is the one who said that wanted a divorce. No, I said that I want to divorce him. We got into a huge fight and I yelled at him that I was going to divorce him. But now that I know I won't be able to get any money... Holy shit. You're the one who cheated and you yelled at him? That's unbelievable. Why did you yell at him? Because Jack was so mad. He yelled at me first. He was crying and accusing me of so many things. Of course I want to yell back at him. It's normal for Jack to accuse you. You betrayed him as a wife. Knowing the fact that your wife had relations with some other guy, I think it's pretty annoying and sad. What's the situation with you right now? Are you two still living in the same house? No, Jack left when I said I wanted a divorce. I thought he would come back in the morning, but he still hasn't. Maybe he went to his parents' house. That probably means that his parents already know about the situation. Maybe they even told your parents too. Which means that nobody is on your side. What? Are you kidding me? Is there a way I don't have to pay him anything? Is there a good lawyer you know that can help me with this situation? I already told my boyfriend that I can get money from my husband. He's going to get mad if he finds out that I'm not getting money and I have to pay him. Do you understand that you're not the only one who has to pay him? Jack can also ask for alimony from your lover as well. Do you understand that? Are you kidding me? My boyfriend has to pay too? He's going to be so pissed. We don't have that much money. How much do you usually have to pay for alimony? It depends, but usually ranges from $20,000 to $30,000. But it could be more. $30,000! It's quite a lot of money, but I guess if I split it with my boyfriend, it should be fine. If it's $15,000, then we can use the money I saved up for the wedding and honeymoon. What are you talking about? I'm saying $30,000 each. $30,000 each? How can he take that much money? That seems outrageous. No, it's totally normal. Also, I want to ask, but is your lover single? No, he's married, but I don't know if his wife knows about it. He has a daughter. I think she's about 3 or 4. Unbelievable. So then that means that his wife can also ask you for alimony as well. So if his wife also demands alimony, then both of you will have to pay $60,000 each. Are you kidding me? I'm a part-timer, so I don't have that much money. I don't have to pay if I can't, right? That's not how it works. If you can't pay it, then they will take it out of your paycheck. They have the force to do that towards you and your lover's paycheck. Also, since your lover has a child, he's also going to have to pay child support. He has to pay child support until the child is legal, so about until 20 years old. So I don't think it's a matter of a wedding or honeymoon. I think it's going to be hard for you to pay the living expenses. Can you do something about that? You said you knew a strong lawyer. Can't that person help me so that I don't have to pay alimony and he doesn't have to pay both the alimony and child support? The lawyer is strong, but he's not that strong. Plus, he is definitely going to lose the case, so I'm not sure if he's going to accept being your lawyer. Why is this all happening to me? Emma, please help me. Introduce me to a lawyer who has never lost. There's nothing I can do for you. I didn't think it was this bad. This is reality. There is no such lawyer. I think you should give up. What do you mean? I'm going to find a lawyer on my own. You're no help when I actually need you. I'm never gonna text you again. What? Mia? Apologize to Jack, okay?
Hey Emma, it's been a while. It's Jack.
Oh my god. Hey Jack. I heard a lot from Mia, but are you okay?
I'm sorry that Mia asked you crazy things. Things are starting to settle about the divorce.
Oh, I guess it's good then. What happened after that? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but I'm curious.
I want to tell you actually. I didn't think Mia was such a horrible person. It was one surprise after another.
What did she do?
First of all, she did appear to talk about it. She also brought her lover. I had called both of her parents and her lover's wife to be here as well. Then she screamed at the wife. She was screaming at her saying, "Why are you here, you bitch?"
I'm pretty sure Mia is the bitch in this situation. Did she say that in front of the lawyer?
Yes, she said it in front of her lawyer. Also, she screamed at the lawyer saying that since she doesn't have a lawyer, he should get out as well.
Oh my god, that's crazy. It's only the beginning, right? What happened afterwards?
After that, we talked about property division and alimony. Then she said that she can't pay the alimony because they both quit their job.
They both quit their job? Why?
Mia said that she heard it from you, Emma. She said that you told her if they couldn't pay, the government could take their paychecks. I don't know how she thought of it, but she thought that if she didn't get a paycheck, then she wouldn't have to pay.
What's going on in her mind? I'm actually impressed that she was able to quit her job because of such a reason.
And then my lawyer told them there are ways for them to make them pay, so they will have to end up paying no matter what. Then she said that it was unfair since they don't have a lawyer. She asked us to wait for her to pay the alimony until she hired a lawyer. She also said that if she got a lawyer, she wants me to reduce the amount of the alimony.
What? I'm so confused. What's going on in her brain? Why will you need to reduce the amount if she gets a lawyer?
I don't know. Also, she tried to hire my lawyer right in front of me. Can you believe it? She tried it on the spot. She said that she will pay him twice the money I paid him. The lawyer was trying so hard to keep a straight face, and I was so embarrassed. I don't know why I ever married her.
Oh my god, you've been through so much. So, what happened next?
Mia's parents then intervened and made both Mia and her lover shut up. After that, things got decided pretty easily. Her parents would pay the alimony for now, but she would have to return the money. As for the lover, he has to sell his property and belongings and pay me and his wife alimony. He's also going to do something about the child support as well, and had to divorce his wife.
Wow, at least everything got resolved. Good for you.
I'm so tired, not only physically but mentally. I felt like I was talking to an alien.
What are you going to do from now on? Are you going to continue living in the house?
No, I'm going to cut the contract for our current apartment. It's way too big for me to live here alone. Also, I feel like Mia might end up stalking me, so I'll move to be safe. I also asked my job if I can move to a different department.
Wow, you went through so much. Why did Mia become like that?
Cheating causes people to change. Anyways, for a while, I'm going to relax. Thanks for listening to me.
No problem, I was curious too. You should relax.
Thanks. Well, I have packing and other things to do, so...
Yeah, bye. Jack went out of state to work at a different department. Mia is being looked after by her parents very strictly, but as Jack predicted, she became a stalker. She tried to sneak into the apartment they used to live in and got caught by the police.